If you're overall mush, every supplement you take carries more weight than you realize. That small tablet you pop in the morning might seem harmless or even helpful, but inside your body, it could be quietly nudging your heart in the wrong direction. As a cardiologist, I've seen too many older patients who felt perfectly fine walk into my office and leave, stunned by what their test results showed: sky-high blood pressure, arrhythmias, hardened arteries, or signs of heart failure they never saw coming. The shocking part: many were faithfully taking vitamins they thought were supporting their health. The truth is, several popular supplements marketed as heart-friendly can actually make things worse, especially for aging hearts. It's not just about what you eat or how much you walk. It's about the pills you trust, the ones you may have been taking for years. In this video, I'm urging you to stop using 5 specific supplements that could be putting your heart at risk. I'll break down what they do, why they're dangerous for seniors, and what safer alternatives you can consider instead. Because your heart deserves protection, not silent harm. And that protection starts with awareness. Let's take a closer look. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Calcium supplements without vitamin K2. For decades, you've been told that calcium is the secret to keeping your bones strong, especially after 60. When concerns about fractures and osteoporosis grow louder, so like many older adults, you likely added a daily calcium pill to your routine, thinking it was a smart and protective move. But here's what rarely gets mentioned when taken without the right support. Calcium can end up in the wrong place, and I've seen the consequences firsthand. Patients with excellent bone density, yet showing up with chest pain, stiff arteries, or even signs of early heart disease. Their mistake wasn't the calcium itself, it was taking it without vitamin K2. You see, calcium is like cargo. It needs a guide to be delivered to the right destination. Without vitamin K2, that calcium can deposit into your blood vessels instead of your bones, leading to a dangerous process called vascular calcification. This hardens your arteries, reduces flexibility, forces your heart to work harder, and raises your risk of high blood pressure, heart failure, and stroke. It's not a theoretical risk, it's a pattern I've seen repeated too many times. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic controller. It tells calcium, this way to the bones, and keeps it away from places where it can do damage. Yet most calcium supplements on store shelves completely leave it out. That's not a minor oversight. It's a potentially life-altering omission. And sadly, many seniors don't learn this until the harm has already been done. If you're looking to support both your bones and your heart, start with food first. Leafy greens, fermented dairy like yogurt, and small fish like sardines offer calcium in a natural balanced form. And if you do take a supplement, make sure it includes not just calcium, but also K2 and magnesium, both of which help your body use calcium properly and safely. Always have a conversation with your doctor before starting or continuing a supplement. Because good health isn't about taking more, it's about taking what truly works in harmony with your body. And if you thought calcium was a quiet risk, just wait until we uncover the hidden danger of excess iron and how it could be fueling silent damage inside your heart right now. 2. Iron supplements when you don't need them. Iron is one of those nutrients that sounds like a no-brainer essential for energy, red blood cell production, and vitality. And yes, when your body truly needs it, iron plays a crucial role. But here's what most people don't realize. Especially after 60, too much iron can quietly become toxic. I've seen countless older adults reach for iron supplements without thinking twice. Maybe they've been feeling tired. Maybe they picked up a multivitamin with a little iron, just in case, thinking it's a harmless pick-me-up. But that small habit can come with big consequences. Unlike other nutrients, your body doesn't have a natural way to eliminate extra iron. So when you take more than you need, it accumulates day after day, year after year, settling in organs like the liver, brain, joints, and most critically, the heart. This excess leads to oxidative stress, a kind of internal corrosion that weakens your heart muscle over time, increases inflammation, and throws off the delicate rhythm your heart depends on. It doesn't happen overnight, which is why it's easy to miss. Fatigue, joints. Cloudy memory symptoms like these are often dismissed as just getting older. But sometimes, they're not about aging. They're signs of iron overload. Before you ever start taking iron, ask yourself one simple question. Have I had my iron levels or ferritin tested recently? If the answer is no, stop right there. Supplementing iron without a confirmed deficiency is like fixing a car that isn't broken. You could end up causing damage you didn't expect. And for older adults, that damage could mean a heart under unnecessary stress, a liver working overtime, and a body feeling older than it should. Yes, iron deficiency is real for some people, particularly those with specific medical conditions or dietary gaps. But for the average senior eating a balanced diet, extra iron is rarely needed and can be deeply harmful in the long run. So if you're reaching for that supplement bottle out of habit or marketing hype, take a moment to pause, talk to your doctor, get tested, and only take what your body truly needs. And don't miss what's coming next, because the next vitamin we're uncovering might seem like a brain booster. But in large doses, it could quietly be harming your nerves and putting your heart at risk. Let's talk about B6. 3. Vitamin B6 in excess. Over 100 ml. Vitamin B6 often gets praised as the happy vitamin. You'll see it listed in products for better sleep, sharper memory, and more energy. Especially in supplements aimed at older adults, it's positioned as harmless, even essential. But what many people don't realize is that too much of this so-called friendly nutrient can quietly wreak havoc, especially on aging bodies. I've worked with seniors who began experiencing odd sensations, numbness in their feet, tingling in their hands, a sudden wobble when walking, or unexpected heart flutters. Often, they chalk it up to aging, but in many cases, the root cause is hiding in their supplement cabinet: excessive B6. Unlike some vitamins that your body flushes out quickly, B6 can accumulate over time. When the levels creep too high, it doesn't just hang around, it starts doing damage. The protective layers around your nerves begin to break down, leading to symptoms like burning, weakness, and loss of coordination. It's not just discomfort, it's your nervous system struggling. Even more concerning, too much B6 can interfere with the electrical signals that control your heartbeat. This can lead to irregular rhythms, increased risk of arrhythmia, or worse, heart complications that develop silently. Most people don't even realize they're overdoing it. Many multivitamins and brain-boosting supplements contain far more than the recommended daily amount, sometimes 2 to 5 times more. Add that to fortified cereals, energy drinks, or sleep formulas. And the overload builds quickly. The body can only take so much before it pushes back. The smartest approach is moderation. Aim to get B6 through natural sources, foods like bananas, salmon, potatoes, and whole grains. And if you do need a supplement, only take it under medical supervision. When you're over trigain, your nervous system and heart are less forgiving, and more is definitely not better. But here's the part. Many overlook B6 isn't the only vitamin that can backfire in high doses. There's another one, commonly associated with immune health and anti-aging benefits. It's found in countless multivitamins, skin supplements, and longevity blends. But when taken in excess, it doesn't just lose its benefit, it becomes a threat. Vitamin A, especially in large quantities, can quietly put your heart at risk. 4. Vitamin E in high doses. Vitamin E has long held a reputation as the ultimate antioxidant, a natural guard against aging, cognitive decline, and heart disease. It's in nearly every senior formula supplement lining the pharmacy shelves. Many older adults take it faithfully, often at doses of 400 to 800 IU, believing they're protecting their hearts. But what if that very habit is quietly doing the opposite? Here's what most people don't realize. When taken in high doses, vitamin E can turn from helper to hazard. I've treated countless patients who did everything right, ate healthy, stayed active, took their vitamins yet, ended up in the hospital with strange symptoms, irregular heartbeat, unexplained fatigue, or worse, internal bleeding. One hidden culprit, excessive vitamin A intake. You see, vitamin E has a blood-thinning effect. That might sound beneficial, especially if you're worried about clots. But in seniors whose blood vessels are already more delicate and who may be on aspirin, statins, or blood pressure medications, this extra thinning can be dangerous. It increases the risk of hemorrhagic stroke, bruising, and bleeding complications. And the worst part, there are rarely early warning signs. By the time you notice something's wrong, the damage may already be well underway. What makes this even more concerning is that most older adults don't need megadoses of vitamin E at all. The body only requires a small amount to function well, and you can easily get it through food. A modest serving of almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, or avocado gives you all the benefits without the risks. And unlike high-dose pills, food-based sources are better absorbed and naturally balanced with other nutrients. If you are considering a supplement, make sure it's under the guidance of a healthcare professional. Most adults over 60 should stay well under 200 IU daily, unless otherwise advised. More is not better, especially when your heart, brain, and blood vessels are on the line. But the risks don't end with one vitamin. In fact, some of the most common multivitamins labeled heart healthy are packed with unnecessary filler ingredients and unregulated herbal blends that can interfere with medications and stress your heart even further. These pills promise protection, but what they may actually deliver is confusion, overstimulation, and long-term harm. 5. Heart health multivitamins loaded with filler ingredients. Walk into any drugstore or supermarket, and you'll find rows of brightly labeled bottles claiming to support your heart, boost senior energy, or enhance vitality after 50. These packages promise a sense of security, like you're taking control of your health. one supplement at a time. But what those labels don't say might be the very thing putting your heart at risk. As a cardiologist, I've watched this happen more often than I'd like. Older adults, trying to do the right thing, come in with symptoms they can't explain: fluttering heartbeats, unusual spikes in blood pressure, persistent dizziness, or abnormal liver enzyme level. In many cases, the root cause isn't a new disease. It's a supplement. More specifically, it's a multivitamin blend designed for heart health, but loaded with ingredients that aren't suited for aging bodies. Many of these multivitamins contain megadoses of nutrients or herbal stimulants that can be harmful in large amounts. Some include too much niacin, which can strain the liver or cause dangerous drops in blood pressure. Others are laced with natural stimulants like green tea extract or ginseng substances that might seem harmless. But in sensitive systems, they can raise heart rate and trigger irregular rhythms. Large doses of vitamin A, often buried in these formulas, can quietly accumulate and lead to toxicity over time. What makes this even more concerning is the lack of transparency. Ingredients are often bundled under vague names like proprietary blend, leaving you guessing about what and how much you're really taking. That's a dangerous game, especially when your heart is less forgiving than it used to be. The reality is that the older we get, the more responsive and reactive our bodies become. What might have been safe in our 30s or 40s can easily become risky in our 70s. That's why simplicity, not excess, is the safer path. A targeted supplement plan, built around real needs and guided by your doctor, will always beat a kitchen sink approach driven by marketing. So before you toss that multivitamin into your cart just because it says heart healthy, pause and ask, is this for my benefit or just good business? And now, as we bring everything full circle, let's talk about the most important truth of all. Your heart's health depends just as much on your daily habits as it does on any pill. 6. What vitamin should I use instead? After hearing all these cautions, you might be left asking, so what's actually safe? What vitamins can I count on? It's a smart question, and one I hear all the time from older adults who feel buried under conflicting advice, flashy supplement ads, and confusing labels. The truth is, your heart doesn't need dozens of pills. It just needs a few well-chosen, well-understood nutrients that work with your body, not against it, as you age. So let's talk about what's actually worth considering. Vitamin D3 tops the list, especially for seniors who don't get enough sun exposure. It plays a crucial role in immune function, helps stabilize blood pressure, and supports both bone strength and cardiovascular health. Another quiet helper, magnesium. It keeps your heartbeat regular, helps ease muscle cramps, supports restful sleep, and even reduces feelings of anxiety or restlessness. And then there's omega-3 fatty acids, found in high-quality fish oil or plant-based sources like flax. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation and improve circulation, both of which are essential for protecting aging blood vessels and preventing heart disease. But here's the most important part. These nutrients work best when they're part of a bigger picture. A vitamin can't replace a poor diet. It can't make up for chronic stress or lack of movement. Supplements are meant to enhance a healthy lifestyle, not rescue a harmful one. That means good food, gentle activity, quality sleep, and human connection still come first. Before you add anything new to your routine, take a moment to review it with your doctor or pharmacist. Make a list of everything you're already taking. Be open. Ask questions Because the more clearly you understand what your body truly needs, the easier it becomes to protect your heart and your overall health, with confidence and care. If you've ever asked yourself whether it's too late to start making real changes for your heart, your habits, or your future, let me offer you something I've seen over and over in my years of working with older adults. The truth is, your heart is more resilient than you realize. It's not too late. Not even close. No matter how long you've lived with certain routines or overlooked small signs, the heart wants to recover. It wants to keep going strong. But it needs your help. You don't have to panic. You don't need to toss everything in your medicine cabinet or feel ashamed of past choices. What you do need is awareness. A willingness to pause, ask better questions, and move forward with purpose. Your heart doesn't care about promises on a flashy supplement label. It cares about the everyday actions you take, what you eat, how you rest, how you manage stress, and how you treat your body, inside and out. Real change begins in small, thoughtful moments. Choosing to go for a walk instead of staying on the couch, picking water instead of soda, asking your doctor, "Do I really need this?" before adding another pill to your routine. These are the things that protect your heart, not trends, not shortcuts, but steady, consistent care. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, just know you're in good company. Every senior I've helped through this process has felt this same uncertainty, but they've also discovered something powerful. The moment you begin to listen to your body, everything shifts. At 60, to Surrey, even 90, it is never too late. Never too late to feel more energized, more balanced, and more in control of your health. Let today be the moment you shift from automatic habits to intentional choices. Protect the heart that has carried you this far through joy, hardship, and everything in between. It's been there for you every day of your life. Now's the time to return the favor. If this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Share just one thing you're taking away from today. If you found this video helpful, comment with a 1. If not, feel free to leave a 0. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue walking this health journey together.